Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Apocablog. Day 1512 of uh, seeing what's directly in front of me, not being a fan. Um, Creepy Bill Gates calls for global alert system and pandemic fire squad for the next pandemic. When it comes to preventing pandemics, scientific tools alone aren't enough. We also need new capabilities, including a global alert system, and infectious disease first responders, or what I like to call a pandemic fire squad. Gates is looking forward to the next pandemic so he can roll out his mega testing diagnostic platforms, which could test 20% of the entire population every week. Constitution, schmonstitution, huh? Fourth Amendment. Oh, fuck you. Silly. You silly goose, Fourth Amendment. So basically, no one will have privacy. Testing and contact tracing will be the new normal in order to track everyone on planet Earth in real time. And he's not alone. Scientist Mark Wohlhouse, next pandemic is a matter of when, not if. Scientist warns new disease X. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Would you like to line dance? Disease X outbreak could be around the corner and warns global response must be ready. World Health Organization, bigger pandemic than COVID is coming. And of course, Bill Gates, lockdowns will continue into 2022. Biden's doing his best. Interestingly, Microsoft Big Tech Coalition developing Rockefeller-funded COVID passports. So real-time tracking. Just maybe just inject that under the skin. Oh, that's the plan. UK government mulls. Now, why is all of this important? Well, because the UK government mulls ban on Brits leaving their house more than once a week. UK police chief calls for power of entry into homes of suspected lockdown rule breakers. Suspected, And they have a Fourth Amendment, so kick in the fucking door. But believe me, when they get to do it over there, they're going to bring it here, because that's how we do. And we have this to look forward to. Chinese citizens have to scan a tracking app to re-enter their own homes. Going to have that going for us, which is going to be nice. And if it's not scary enough, buckle up, kids. Police take traveling woman into mandatory COVID isolation in Canada, won't tell her family where they are holding her. If that's not enough of a scare, authorities respond to lockdown protest with 300 preventative arrests. Belgian police arrested more than 300 people in Brussels. Oh, because grouping them together like that isn't a coronavirus risk at all, is it? Before two banned demonstrations. Oh, I see. We just have to turn around and make sure nobody sees these people saying, fuck you. We're about to take place. And, well... there's always a cherry on top, so to speak. Silver linings. Ooh. Passengers on flight to Beijing reportedly taken to hotel for mandatory anal swabs. Passengers on a flight from Changchun to Beijing in China were reportedly ordered to disembark after officials said one came from an area deemed to be high risk for the Rona. They were then brought to a hotel where health workers took nose and anal swabs. Oh God, I hope they did that in reverse order. Said a passenger who was to be identified only by his last name, Wang. Not making it up, kids. So, and of course, John Kerry, Jen Psaki go maskless at White House, and we'll get to why that's important to mention. Now, all of this is based upon this dude, Klaus Schwab. And Schwab literally wrote in July of 2020, conjectures and ideas about what the post-pandemic world might and perhaps should look like. Schwab and Malaret admit that COVID-19 is one of the least deadly pandemics the world has experienced over the last 2,000 years, adding that the consequences of COVID-19 in terms of health and mortality will be mild compared to previous pandemics. It does not constitute an existential threat or a shock that will leave its imprint on the world population for decades. So basically, they're using this mild pandemic to to bring about their great reset. And their great reset is, again, having 24-hour tracking on us, scanning shit to get into your own fucking house, vaccines, testing and vaccines on demand. And the problem that people don't understand, there's a reason they're saying the next pandemic, because they're using this fake one, this very mild one. This is the test run. This is just how much control do we really have? How much authority, how much draconian authoritarian shit do we need to exert to make these fuckers comply? That's what all of this is. I keep telling you, it's an endurance test, and that's what this is. That's what COVID is. This is the endurance test, because when they decide that they're going to lock this motherfucker down with whatever disease X is, but that's what this is all about. This is the test run, and we're fucking participating. And we need to stop participating, because if you think that they're not going to hit us with this shit again and again and again, much like the Democrats, oh, I stole the presidency, fuck it, I'll steal the Senate too. You think that's not going to happen? This is where we're at, kids. So take your fucking mask off, go about your fucking life, go to fucking work, because if we don't, as Schmuckles likes to say, buckle up, because it's going to be a long fucking ride, kids.